What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I've got kind of a sad, disappointing, angry video to make today about Amazon. And that is because my Amazon account has been banned. I was actually downstairs working on an Amazon shipment, had thousands of dollars of inventory to send in, was looking on my phone, and all these messages started popping up from an Amazon seller app, my email, just letting me know that my account has been deactivated. The Canadian account's been deactivated. My Mexican seller account's been deactivated, which all shares the same account, but it's kind of run separately. So all of those were deactivated. I'm like, oh no, what has happened? At first in my mind, I'm thinking it has to be something to do with a counterfeit claim or an IP, intellectual property claim, usually is why accounts get banned. And if you're not familiar, I've been selling on Amazon for over 10 years. I've not had any issues. I've always said in my videos over the years that eventually, I'll probably get banned. It seems like most sellers, that's kind of their fate, to get their account banned, deactivated, because Amazon's just really, really bad when it comes to, I'm just going to say being fair is the correct way. And I've read some horror stories, being in the business, about people losing their accounts and how almost impossible it is to get your account back. So seeing this didn't make me feel good at all. And like I said, I was going to keep selling on Amazon. People's told me over the years, you're going to lose your Amazon account. But, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars over the 10 years selling on Amazon. And it's corny to say, but it has changed my life. So I'm not regretting that. But anyway, let me just jump into it. Here is the message I received. Well, I blocked some stuff out too. Some of the names and accounts, just in case. I don't think I'm going to take this to a legal place. I also don't want to put certain names or stores on blast, so I blocked out some sensitive information. Hello, your Amazon.com seller account has been deactivated in accordance with Section 3 of Amazon's Business Solutions Agreement. Your listings have been disabled. Funds will not be transferred to you, but will be held in your account while we work with you to address the issue. This may take up to 90 days, but funds may be held longer. Please ship any orders to avoid further impact to your account. Why is this happening? Please tell me. You have a separate account. There's the account name, which was enforced for violating one of our policies. As a result, you may no longer use the account to sell on Amazon.com. So when I first read this, I'm thinking, multiple accounts, separate account. I only have one account. This is clearly wrong. Reading further, how do I reactivate my account? In order to reactivate the selling account, please follow the below steps. You must first reactivate the account associated with the account in question by submitting an appeal. How do I reactivate an account I don't have? Please follow the instructions and the communication received for that account. Once you have successfully reactivated that account, please submit an appeal to reactivate the current account. What if I don't own the account? I don't. If you believe you do not own the other account, please follow the below steps. If you once owned the account / were a rights owner but no longer own it, no longer have the account's rights, please submit appeal following this link, this is what I ended up doing because I don't own the account. I don't recognize the account. You can see down here, if you do not recognize the above account and believe this deactivation was an error, please submit an appeal following this link. And I can tell you the link's pretty much the same. It goes to the same place. If we cannot substantiate the claim, your account will not be reinstated and this account will not be allowed to do business on Amazon in the future. What happens if I do not send the requested information? If you do not provide a valid appeal, or choose not to appeal the deactivation after 90 days. Following this notification, you may separately request a funds disbursement. We'll conduct a separate investigation to evaluate your account, and if we find that you have engaged in deceptive, fraudulent, or illegal activity, or have abused our systems or repeatedly violated our policies that protect our customers and our selling partners, we may withhold some or all of your funds in your account. Now, I've heard this before. I heard that if your account gets banned, you usually don't get your money back. Any money that they haven't paid you is stuck in limbo through this, and you never see it again. Luckily, I was just paid by Amazon, so I only had like $70 in there. And also, I've been slacking on Amazon. I have not sent in a shipment for months just because garage sale season has been so busy. I was only down to maybe 25 or 30 SKUs and maybe 60 items in my inventory. I was getting ready to send in a ton of stuff. Luckily, I didn't send that stuff in. And then this happened. I Probably will never see the items. I'm probably just going to lose everything. You agree to that kind of stuff, when you sign up to sell on Amazon. So going back to why I was banned, they're saying multiple accounts. Now I received different emails and they use different wording on like everything. They're saying that I was associated, I was related to this account, it was my account, and basically I had to prove that it wasn't my account. The problem is they won't give me any information about this account or how I'm connected to it or why I'm connected to it. So the first thing I'm thinking is I must have been hacked or something. So I check all my information, check my Amazon account, can't find any evidence of that. I go ahead and send my first message with the link saying that, I don't recognize this. I believe this is an error. Before I done that though, I did some research. I saw some other people on forums saying to send in like your gas bill, just to prove that it's you and some other information. So I sent in a bunch of information letting Amazon know that it was me and I don't have any other accounts. And in my mind, I'm thinking, hopefully that solves it. They should just be able to check, right? They have all this information. In the back of my mind, I knew that it wasn't going to happen. So of course, I think it was the next day, I was denied and they said that they needed more information. They needed proof that it wasn't my account. And I sent a reply asking, well, how do I do that? Can I get some more information about the account? And I just get the same message back. We need more information about your account. So obviously I was stuck in the algorithm. And once you get stuck in an algorithm like that, it's hard to talk to real people. It's hard to get out because this algorithm, what it's doing is checking for all these policy violations and it's just deactivating accounts every day because there's over 3 million third-party sellers. Someone like me that's for whatever reason being caught up in this, 1 out of every 100 innocent people die, their accounts die. Amazon looks at that as just that's just part of the business. We're not going to pay people to go through hundreds, maybe thousands of accounts every day. We're just going to let the algorithm handle it. Any innocent casualties, oh well. So I'm going to kind of paraphrase this. I've been dealing with this now for over 3 weeks. And I went to the customer service to open up a ticket. They had blocked all the help because of my account deactivated. It's like, you cannot look up any help things on our help section. All you can do is send a message about your account. So it's like, well, that's what I want to do anyway. I just thought it was kind of weird that they would block their help section, that they wouldn't let me see it. So I explained everything. I asked for more information. I sent the support ticket. The next day I wake up, I look, it says answered, but there's no answer. Somebody saw it and just closed it right away, didn't respond or anything. So that made me mad. I reopened the case and I sent the same thing again. I'm like, I don't know why this says answered. I'm trying to be civil. I don't want to just blow my top or something and say a bunch of stupid stuff, right? So I'm just kind of, I don't know why this says answered. I don't see an answer to my questions. Next day, again, shows answered. I send the same thing. This time I'm a little bit more angry about it. Kind of like, what's going on, just kind of like that, wanting to know, demanding answers. And you know what? I can't remember at this point. It seems like it happened again. But either the third or fourth time, somebody actually responded, pretty much the same response as the message. And I think I have the message here, just a minute. Here is the automatic response back I got the first couple times. And you can see this is an algorithm sending it because you can see the insert beginning of account. This is code for like a script sending in the information it pulls from the data sources. And you can see there's errors. It's not even showing me the right stuff. Related to an account beginning with, it doesn't even tell me. Luckily, the email worked and I could see the name of the account. We received your submission, but didn't have enough information to reactivate your account at this time. And what was annoying through this whole process is trying to get information. They will not give me any information about why or how I'm connected to this account. I ended up going to the forums, searching, and I actually found a post where I found the actual person that supposedly owns the account that I'm connected to. And there was a forum post about 5 or 6 other people who've lost their accounts that are connected to this guy. I ended up sending him a personal message, was talking to him, and I'm asking, like, what's going on? Like, why am I being accused of being connected to your account? He said that it's happened to other people. There seems to be a common thing with a distributor that everyone used, and I got the name of the distributor. I'm not going to mention it just in case they're completely innocent of this, because I don't know what's going on. I've never used that distributor. That apparently is from a Facebook group, which I've never been in that Facebook group. And he told me that his account has been banned since January, and it's August at the time of me recording this video. So I do not expect to ever get my account back at this point. If he's been trying, other people have been trying. So I've just been kind of moving my business. I ended up going about a week. I just couldn't deal with it anymore. Trying to talk to these customer support people and trying to figure it out. Took a step back from it all. And a few days ago, I get a call from Amazon. Some woman from Amazon support account health services or whatever. Let me just say that this woman was amazing. One of the best customer support people. I felt like she actually cared and wanted to help me get my account back. And she said that the people handling my case contacted her and wanted her to reach out to me and ask me some questions. So we ended up talking for about 30 minutes. She was asking me about my business and trying to figure out how we were connected. And I have a feeling she knows, like she has that information. And that's what's so weird. It's like they're playing a game with me. Just guess. Like, we'll give you a couple clues. I finally got one clue that the account that I'm being accused of being connected with was created in 2008, which I wasn't even selling in 2008. To me, that kind of proves it to me, but how does that prove it to Amazon? I don't know if anyone's ever been accused of doing something that they haven't done and they've gotten in trouble for it. It's a terrible feeling. I've been arrested before for something I didn't do. Not going to get into that in this video, but it does not feel good. You see these stories about like murderers going to prison and they end up getting out 20 years later when they're proven they didn't do it. That just sounds terrible. But to continue, it's just, I'm talking to this woman and she's asking me these questions and she gives me a bunch of advice on how to write my appeal, how to structure it and everything, which I kind of had an idea of how to do that. I saw some stuff online. She said, mention this, tell them you're not doing it this way. And she was telling me it's probably connected to a third-party app or a third-party service. Everyone throughout this kept telling me, do you have any employees that have access to your account? Do you use any FBA prep centers? All this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I've never used anything like that. It's always just been me. And I was asking her, could something like me using a repricer or inventory lab or something like that, could that do it? And she's like, yes, absolutely. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, over the past 10 years, I've used all kinds of Chrome extensions. I've tried lots of third-party apps like repricers and stuff. Usually I just try the free trial or whatever. So at this point, I'm assuming it's that, but how do I prove that? How do I prove that, it's some third-party thing, I'm not connected to it? Because this is an actual account. I'm still talking to the guy that owns this account, trying to figure out something. Maybe something will come into the light, but I'm not holding my breath at this point. I ended up writing an appeal based on everything the customer support lady told me. And the next day, guess what? I got the same email about we require more information, basically to prove that I'm not connected to this account. So at that point, it's just kind of done. I just replied, sent the same appeal again. I've heard that when you're sending appeals, it can matter if somebody different looks at it, and they could just change their mind. So I'm just like, well, I'll just keep sending it. Maybe somebody will read it and be a good employee. Like everywhere you go, there's bad employees. I'm not saying that the person looking at my account's bad, but you never know. That could just be a disgruntled employee that don't enjoy their job and doesn't really care. Because the woman I actually talked to, she actually was very thorough and it seemed like she wanted to help me get my account back. Kind of blew me away for customer service to be like that, especially at Amazon. But I sent the appeal again. It got denied and I kind of flipped a little bit. I was like, all right, I'm sending the same appeal again. This time I'm at the top. I'm adding a very angry message. You want me to send more information, but you will not tell me what information to send. This is ludicrous, something like that. So I decided to break into this video and add some updates rather than make a new update video later. I already had it done and edited, was getting ready to upload it, but some new stuff came up. So yeah, I ended up adding that angry part into my appeal, just asking, what information do you want? You're not telling me anything. And a couple days after that, I got a call from the woman I had been talking to, the support woman, and she said that the team responsible for my account health was asking her to contact me. Again, I don't know why they can't contact me, why they have to go through her. why they just can't send a message to ask me these questions. But she said they wanted to know about how I store my inventory. And I said, well, I put my inventory in a storage place that I pay for. And the lady asked me, do you pay them to send the stuff to Amazon? And I said, no, I do all the shipping. I don't pay anyone. It's not a prep center. It's just storage that I pay a monthly fee for. And she said, okay, that's what they wanted to know. I'm going to pass the information back to them. So in my mind, I'm thinking it has to be something with that fulfillment prep center or distribution or something like that. Even though I've never used them, I'm not a part of any of that. But this morning I woke up to find this email from Amazon. Thank you for your submission. We've reviewed your explanation and reactivated your account. Hooray! In our efforts to protect our community, we sometimes err on the side of caution. We are sorry for any inconvenience this has caused. And that's it. Just a simple apology, which just get any apology from a company like that is pretty impressive, I guess. I don't want to sound like I'm not grateful for getting my account back, because I am relieved. It's a lot of stress off my shoulders. I've been dealing with this for a month. But at the same time, my business has been shut down because of this err on the side of caution thing. And it could have been resolved within 24 hours if they would have just given up information instead of just being like, you're connected to this account, which I'm connected to an account that's connected to an account that's connected to an account that's connected to something else. I still don't know what I was connected to. But a few minutes ago, I got a call from the support woman again, and she was more excited than me. She was kind of, you may have already seen your account's back, and she was just like kind of suppressing her enjoyment. And I'm like, yeah, I saw, great news. And she was just kind of telling me about it. She said it must have been something about a third party. She said when they asked her about the storage place, she figured that, that's what it must be. And again, I told her, I'm like, I've never used any third party prep or anything like that, so I don't know why I'm connected to this or what's going on still. She asked me if I had any more questions, and I'm like, can't you give me some information? She's like, none other than it was some sort of third-party service or third-party app or extension or something. So she told me if I use any more to be sure that I trust them. And I told her, you know what? I'm never using a third-party app again. She's like, well, that's going to be the safest thing to do. So I wanted to just throw out this warning. If you're using any Chrome extensions for Amazon, you're using any fulfillment services, any prep center services, any repricers. I know a lot of people use Inventory Lab. If Inventory Lab does something to get their account banned and they find that you're connected to that account somehow, since you share sensitive information through Amazon, you could lose your account. Tens of thousands of people, I believe, use that, right? Maybe not tens of thousands, but probably well over 1,000 people are using Inventory Lab. I use Inventory Lab for the free trial, and I determined it wasn't for me. I'm pretty sure it's not Inventory Lab. I've used a lot of charting stuff that keeps track of data, like Keepa and stuff like that. I don't think it's any of those. It's probably just something I tried years ago, and the algorithm caught up to it. From what I understand, it just bans people in waves. So, it may take years to catch up to you. I don't understand it all. Just if you're using any third-party stuff, just be careful. This can happen to anyone. Again, I done nothing to deserve this other than apparently be connected somehow. And I guess I'll never know how I'm connected because Amazon just won't give up any information. They claim that you own an account, but they can't tell you any information about this account you apparently own or you're a part of. As for me, I'm going to keep selling on Amazon just like I always have been, until the day I cannot sell on Amazon anymore and I make another video about it. You got to think about it like this. I remember when I first started selling on Amazon, I was preparing to quit my job and do this full time and everything. People would say, well, what happens if you can't sell on Amazon? What happens if they ban your account? Then what will you do? Any job you work can lay you off, can cut your hours. My previous job cut my hours down to like 8 to 10 hours, took away my health insurance. You just never know when you're not in the power. Sure, Amazon kind of, I'm the puppet, I guess you could say, and I kind of work for Amazon and they can just boot you out for any reason. But at the same time, everybody that decides not to sell on Amazon or not to try something, not to take the risk, they can never succeed. And I feel like I've succeeded by taking the risk and selling on Amazon. And if I can't sell on Amazon, I can't sell on eBay, Mercari, any place. I can't make money reselling. I can always trade my stocks. I can always find something else to do. I don't put all my eggs in Amazon or any company for that matter. And I suggest you don't either. I would say 50% of my business more than 50% of my business that I used to do on Amazon is no longer being done on Amazon because they're making it harder to sell. I've just moved over to eBay. eBay's getting my fees, not Amazon. Sell stuff on Mercari, sell stuff locally, whatever you have to do to adapt. Just be prepared. You could be banned on Amazon at any time. But there it is. That's the end of the video, everybody. I just wanted to tell my story, get it out there. Happier ending than what I had edited before. If you have any questions, if you're going through the same thing, you need help with an appeal, there's so much stuff I left out of this video because, like I said, it's been a month of dealing with this. Leave your questions in the comments. I'll try to answer them if possible. I'll try to guide you into helping you get your account back because I know how it feels. And I guess the thing is just keep being persistent. Go through the hoops. They're going to put hoops in front of you. Dive through them. As they get smaller, squeeze through them. And hopefully in the end, you can come out successfully getting your account back. Before you go, if you could hit the like button for me, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. Hopefully there's no more negative downer videos coming out. Just positive making money, sourcing videos. But thanks for watching. This has been Wick. Till next time.